What? Well, it's official. We reached the halfway point of the regular season. Still a lot of work left to do, though, as we're away in Week 9. He stopped on the return at the 27. So here comes their offense for its opening drive. And they'll be led out by the longtime veteran at QB.
Simply put, there's not a throw on the field he's not capable of making. His arm can reach every blade of grass, which as a defender is an absolute pain to have to worry about down in and down out. And as an offense, it energizes you for the possibility of a big play at any time.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap.
His first throw is an interception. And they bring him down after the pick and decent return. Wow, what an exciting start to this game, Brock. Apologies to the former QB and you. It's not an opening drive touchdown, but an interception instead.
Yeah, exciting for one side. That would be the defense. Demoralizing for the other side as an offense. First salvo, listen, it goes to the defense. And now it really sets the stage for what I love and what you love, Kate. In this game of adjustments, in the game of back and forth, who's going to respond next?
So here comes this offense as they get set for their opening drive. And bringing them out someone this defense is really going to have to keep an eye on, this mobile QB.
2 numbers that a lot of people were focused on from his performance last week. That would be 3 and 0, as in touchdowns and interceptions. That's a quarterback who was efficient, aggressive in the right spots, but he took great care of the football. And of course, well, he cares less about those 2 numbers. He's more about the alphabet, like that letter W, picking up the win in that ball game.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Putting a receiver in motion. From the 23. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Now following that completion, we see a man shaken up. Officials calling for a pause as he gets looked at. 3rd and just 2 to go. Motioning left is their running back. Throwing now, 3rd and 2. Complete beyond the marker. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. Pick up a 5 on that play. And that'll be a first down. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4. Another carry for him. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown. These guys get a perfect start. They've gone up 6-0. For the offense, you gotta love it, Brock. Points to begin the game as he runs it in for an opening drive touchdown.
And you've got one very happy running back right over there on the sideline right now. These backs, they do feel the pressure to find the end zone every single week. It's not easy to do. But to do it this early and get out of the way, big time.
That one splits the uprights. And his guys will jump out to a 7-0 lead. And after they reach the end zone, they'll kick it off and turn things over to the defense. Here's a return from the 7. He stopped on the return at the 27. The home teams and their quarterback ready to take over once again. And we're getting a look at the leaders in passing touchdowns this season here, where you will find his name among the top 5 right now in the NFL. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down, well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. And the third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot. You know, the goal on a lot of these short throws is to simply let the receiver create some yards after the catch, that yak. Well, I think he was thinking about the yak before he actually secured the catch.
The tight end going in motion right. The handoff on third and short. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. A 9-yard gain and good for a first down.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
Back to pass on first and 10. Complete out to the right. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
From the 47. Throw left side, complete. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
To the air now on first and 10. Moore's got it. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. After a good pickup, they've got second and 4.
At the 33-yard line.
Throwing off the play fake here. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. Up to the line, and they're set. First and 10. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Nowhere to go with it, so he just throws it away. Following that incompletion, we've got an injured player on the field in need of a look from the trainers. So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Blown back gets the handoff. And he manages to reach the 19 before he stopped. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? Well, they chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
He stopped on the return at the 27. So here comes this offense for its second series of the game. They're on a 3-game winning streak, Brock, and working to stretch that out to 4. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. He's got it over the middle. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Now movement as somebody goes early, and for the first time today, we're going to hear from our officials.
Ball start, offense.
So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time. Running it after the penalty. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Hits him on the out route. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line.
The smartest pass catchers I've ever been around, they know how to set up an outcut beautifully. They recognize when they have leverage, how to sell the deep route, and then boom, they just break it out as if it's nothing.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. This is reeled in by Jackson. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. Pickup of 2 here. And that'll give him a first down. Pass play coming here. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
That one right down the middle. And these guys drive their lead to 11.
Our home team, 3.
Following the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition has in store. Fielded at the 7. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Houston's offense back out now, ready to go. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw on their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. Pass play on 1st and 10. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Yeah, this is a time where offensively you got to regroup. You got to get in that huddle. You know, and quarterback is the most important leadership position. Everyone's looking at you. And as a QB, after taking a sack like that, golly, you got to flush it, instill some confidence, and move this ball forward.
Let's see what they dial up on a 2nd and very long. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll have it up across the 20 on a decent pickup there. Give him 4 on the play. Doesn't help a ton because they're still left with 3rd and 15.
Brings up 3rd down.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He has the first over the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Well, 3rd and 15, you don't see many of those picked up, partner, but they found a way.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Able to get it to Moore. And a solid gain there. Gets him across the 45 before he goes out. 2nd and 3 now.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
From the 43. That's into the hands of Moore. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Setting up a throw. Finds him over the middle. And they make the stop. We're going to say it about the 37-yard line. A 5-yard gain on the play. And it sets up a Houston first. So that connection for a first will bring us to the end of the first. The scoreboard reads 14-3. Back to Houston in just a moment. We're back, and we'll join this drive already in progress to begin quarter 2. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Throwing the out route complete. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
They've run this 12-yard out route, Kate, at the combine, well, all the way back to last century when I had to throw it. In this throw, this is a big boy throw. This is a differentiator. Can you make that deep out throw on time, on rhythm, and accurately? Well, that was teaching tape right there.
He'll throw it yet again. Has a man, it's Scott. And this one doesn't go far.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted. And they finally drag him down, but not until after a very nice return.
You know, Kate, one of the tenets of the West Coast system that I was fortunate to play in, touchdown to check down. Touchdown to check down. You get in the red zone, it's touchdown to check down. You can't put the ball in harm's way. That's a brilliant job by the defense with their coverage, baiting the quarterback into the throw. But you got to sail that one into the stands. Touchdown or check down. You can't possibly give an interception in that situation.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Looking slant route, complete. And they take him down at the 24-yard line. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 24. Completed to his running back. And he'll get it up to the 27.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Translatable skills, that's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
On 1st down, they'll run. And that carry only nets one on the plunge up the gut.
Well, that's a tough one because you can see the beginnings of what looked like an explosive play. Let's give some credit here, Kate, to the defense. A great job to bottle him up before it came to fruition.
And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run in need of some attention. Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. They kick the running back in motion. They'll throw on 3rd and long. Along the sideline, he brings it in. They say he got the feet down, too. Excellent work. Big gain, 14 on the play. And they'll have 1st down.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
A solid gain there. Gets him across the 45 before he goes out.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Handoff on 2nd and short. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Can I have a moment, Kate? Just a moment to marvel at how well they reacted to that play on defense. They were all over it from the start, getting behind the line to blow up a play that how many times do we see as highlight reel touchdowns going the other way?
They're going to throw it on 3rd and long. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL. Everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down? Hey, listen, I know kickers are arguably better today than they've ever been in the history of football. But anything from 60-plus is still awfully ambitious. And that time, it didn't pan out.
The Houston offense out and ready to set up shop. And we'll see if they go right back to the passing game here, coming off an interception they threw in enemy territory. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Taking a big shot for the end zone. That's much too high and out of the end zone. Incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. And that'll bring up second down. Looking for a throw here. Short pass brought in. And he's out of bounds after getting this one to the opposing 45-yard line.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means fourth down coming up.
So many coaches love third downs, and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know got to execute and convert on these third downs.
And this one had a brief chance, but not a good kick in the end. He misses it. And it stays a two-possession game at an 11-point margin.
Looked like the snap was good. No issues with the hold. But sometimes that plant foot, it just slides on you a little. And these kickers, man, they are so finicky. One little breakdown in mechanics, and the kick winds up off target.
1st and 10. Ball set up at the 48. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And it took a couple of guys to haul him down there after a gain of just one. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Back-to-back carries here. And he's brought down for a loss.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept...
They get to him and bring him down. And the defense comes through, and that's going to back him up and bring up fourth down.
These defensive backs today, Kate, I am telling you, they're some of the world's greatest athletes. Not only do they have to cover elite speed, not only do they have to have ball awareness and go get it, they're asked now in today's game to get home and blitz and bring quarterbacks down. That is an outstanding play from the secondary.
And his job's done, and it is a job well done. That punt fights deep into enemy territory, out of bounds at the 7. They'll run here from the gun. And they're all over him again. He's dropped at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Looking to the air here. Cut out left. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Hey, I know it's tough to evaluate when you're playing at game speed, when there's chaos all around you. But if he looked around, I'm not sure that's a throw he would make again. Even one of the biggest targets, big old tight end, couldn't fight back to the line of scrimmage.
Finds a seam down the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
We are at the 2-minute warning. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. He'll throw it. Brought in right side by Moore. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Throw on 3rd down. That one's complete, right side. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. They're out now, ready to punt it. And this will be his first effort of the contest. He was only needed twice in last week's win, and he gets this one away. So this one carries all the way to the sideline and out. No chance to make a play on that, and they'll take over at the 16-yard line. Back out runs their offense. They're getting close to a minute to play, Brock, and they're going to need that time with a long field ahead. Throwing from the gun here. It is cut left side. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. From the 17. That one hits the ground, incomplete, but a flag also hit the ground. Let's sort this out.
Eligible receiver downfield. Offense.
So not a holding call. One of the linemen actually too far downfield that time. That's what drew the flag.
Still second down.
All right, here we go. Second down. Pass play now. Completed over the middle. And he's taken down here at the 16-yard line. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Hang on now. Looks like we've got an injured player out there and in need of some aid. So we'll step away briefly as they work on him. They'll send out the punting unit. And this will come from just inside his end zone. His first effort went 47 yards. Brock looks to have a little more into this one. Ball taken in at the 36. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The home teams are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And at the pace he's begun the game throwing the football, Brock, he is in line for a special type of performance if they need to keep throwing it until the end. Back to pass on 1st and 10. Makes the grab in bounds left side. They touch him down at the spot as we wait to hear about this flag on the field.
Defense.
Offense liked how that play went, so they choose to decline the penalty. Back now, pressure on its way. Moore's got it. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. Now the offense is going to take its third and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the 29. Incomplete pass, and we're down to 12 seconds remaining.
This is an excellent job, Kate, right here by the defense to deny that big play and make them earn it offensively. If they want to reach the end zone, they're going to have to scrap and fight right through them.
And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
You know, it's fascinating how those routes you run so many times in practice become a whole lot more difficult in the actual game. That was an important 3rd and short to convert. Very surprised to see that play fail. It fed the kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And he stopped on a nice gain on what is the final play of this first half. That brings us to halftime. Still a one-possession game at the break. Now we'll send you east to our studios in Orlando. That's where Jonathan Coachman is waiting to bring you the EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, what you got for us?
All right, Kate, we'll get back to you and Brock in a bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll begin our trip around the NFL with an interesting one right off the bat. And it's the visiting side who had the lead in that one. Next, we head off to check out another game.
Not a big window for those halftime speeches. They're right back out of the locker room and set to resume play with the 3rd quarter. Returning it from the 4. Oh, hang on there. Hang on a moment. Looks like we've got an injured player on the kick return. They're going to check on him now. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Right up the gut. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. He's dropping back to throw. Throw left side, complete. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. They gain 14 on the play. And that gives them the first.
I'm sure Coach, the play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
New set of downs for him from the 46. Caught him across the line early there. That's an easy call for our officials.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
He thought he had the timing down and could make the play, but just a hair too early.
Still 1st down.
So they'll only need 5 now after that neutral zone infraction penalty. Tight end motioning right. He'll look to throw. Catch made over the middle. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. That's a pickup of 9. And it sets up 1st down. Running back sent in motion. To the air now on 1st and 10. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And they're going to have a 1st down.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
From the red zone now. Bails out of the pocket quick. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. Offense to the line for 2nd down. From the gun, they're going to hand it off. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Give him 5 on that play. Now it's going to be 3rd down and 6. They kick the running back in motion. Throwing on 3rd and long. The back's got it. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. 9-yard pickup, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
They'll try and punch it in. And he's brought down for a loss. Now hold on a moment, folks. We got a player in some discomfort after that one. He's going to receive some assistance as we take a brief timeout. Went in the wrong direction the last play. Need to get forward 3 yards here on 2nd and goal. They send a tight end in motion. Another chance for him. And he runs it across. Touchdown! These guys grow the lead coming out of halftime. That was a great response, Brock. After they got driven backwards on 1st down, they go right back to the ground and score just 1 play later.
Yeah, and I think if you and I were in the huddle down there after that 1st down loss, I think we would have felt a whole bunch of pride. Give me another shot, and boy, did they deliver.
PAT effort coming up. Right down the middle, it's good. And his guys lead by 15 now.
21, our home team, 6.
They put a touchdown on the board, and now they'll send it away. Kickoff taken at the 3. Good looking return here, and he's got room. And a good return here as he gets it out past the 35. The home team's ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And as we can see here, it hasn't been the easiest game for him to operate out there, right? Number of rough moments for him. This defense able to pick him off twice to highlight their performance against him. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Throwing it to start this drive. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's tackled for a short gain.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And it sets up a Houston first. Hand off to the back. Escapes a defender. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. Fits it through the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. He brings it in. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have 1st and goal. Scott will score. It's a Houston touchdown. These guys start the second half with some needed points. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
That one splits the uprights. And these guys getting back to within 1 score. All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. This return starts at the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The visitors headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And you always got to watch him when you're down near the red zone. He is sitting 2nd right now among all NFL quarterbacks in rushing touchdowns. To throw it on 1st down. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Throwing from the gun. Looking right, and he finds him. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
Their punter making his way out now. Averaging a little under 50 a kick so far, Brock, as he gets away another one. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. The offense being led back out by its quarterback as they get geared up for their next possession. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And we'll see what they do here on second down. Give now to the running back. And he at least gets him some positive yardage, but just a small gain to the 24. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run, in need of some attention. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Throwing now from the gun. Cut out left. And he's brought down after a short gain.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
He takes the fair catch at about the 26-yard line. That punt goes unanswered, no return there. And it's going to be their football coming up. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. And he finds himself across an important benchmark for yards this season after that last drive. He stayed pretty busy this season, and the numbers show just that.
And the defense was all over that throw, able to stop it right at the line. They could smell that one coming, and they sniffed it out in a hurry.
2nd and 10 now. Throwing the out route complete. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. 3rd and a lone yard coming up. From the gun, here's a handoff. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. 1-yard gain on the play. And it'll give him a 1st down. New set of downs for him at the 38. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Short pass brought in. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. 1 yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. Back to throw now. Caught by Myers, left side. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. A touchdown aside in that frame as we run out of time in the 3rd quarter. It's still just a 1-score game as we resume play in the 4th. First down, ball at the 36. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Looking underneath, and the back brings it in. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Man in motion, out of the slot. 2nd and 4. Hits him on the out route. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. Pickup of 5 on that play. And it'll give him a 1st down. Throwing off the play fake here. This is reeled in by Jackson. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. They get 13 on the pickup. And that'll be a 1st down. He'll throw it yet again. Flushed out of the pocket. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
I know we talk about rhythm a lot when it comes to music, but it's the same thing with the quarterback and his protection. This QB was in rhythm, but they knocked the notes out of him on that one.
The give here on 2nd. And this one stopped at the 3-yard line. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out.
Hey, look, any run of this size is going to wound the defense. But you get this game going right at the heart of their defense, you start to break their will and break their pride.
And he pushed for it, but they managed to stop him at the 2. Just 1 yard on the run. Still in good shape, though, with 2nd and goal from the 2. They'll try and throw it here. Has it in close. And nothing doing on that run. Defenders bottle it up quickly. They've held him out twice. Here we go. 3rd and goal. Here's a throw. And he finds him in the end zone for the touchdown. These guys have a commanding 14-point lead now in the 4th. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yep.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. But what makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
That one right down the middle. And his guys lead by 15 now.
Our home team, 13.
Now after the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition can do. Return coming from the 6. He stopped on the return at the 27. Now this offense getting set to work here. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. And this one does not go far. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Shotgun snap, they're gonna throw. Brought in right side. And he'll go down, it will say right at the 39-yard line. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs. 1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Handoff now from the gun. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Back to throw. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And he's going to go down right along midfield stripe. All right, set now. 1st and 10.
At the 50-yard line.
From midfield now. No place to go, so he just threw it away. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Oh, he's out of time, and they drop him. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Kate, this is one of those times and moments that even though it's been years and decades, I could still hear the great Mike Holmgren saying to me, after I tried to scramble as a QB that couldn't really run like our guy today, and he would say, "Oh, Brock, bless your heart. Oh, bless your heart." And really what he's saying is don't ever try that again.
So a really tough spot here. This is 3rd and a country mile. He's going to throw this one. Dumped off to his running back. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
It's plays like that, Kate, right, wrong, where I sit and judge a defense. I judge the awareness. I judge how well that coordinator's got him equipped to see what's going on the field, and not just see it, but attack it. And they devoured that screen game on 3rd down.
Throw is caught by the back. And he's out of bounds. Never really got a chance at reaching the marker there, so they're going to turn this over on downs. And he's out of bounds a mile from that marker. This is going to be a turnover on downs.
Well, I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
This offense and their quarterback making their way back out there, ready to take over once again. And this is some quality film review right here. Look at this. Couple of touchdowns, good amount of yards, too. He's been moving them down the field like only he can, putting together quite the game for himself in the process. Well, a roar from the crowd as they saw the replay on the big screen, and they will indeed get a challenge. Well, I certainly don't envy the officials here. A lot of times, Brock, it can be so tough to have the right angle to get a perfect spot on that football.
Yeah, how they do it, I just marvel at it. A bunch of years ago, I got to do and be an official, a side judge for a spring game.
How'd that go?
Not well, because things happen so fast, and I really do. I marvel at more often than not how good these officials are at spotting the ball.
Brings up second and a yard at the 34-yard line.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. From the 34. Completed over the middle. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that'll give him a first down. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. Catch is made in close. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. And even 20 yards on the play, and it awards them with a 1st and goal. Plowing up the middle. And he pushes them a little closer to the 3. Only one on the carry, so that's going to bring up 2nd and goal from the 3. Now before we reach the 2-minute warning, we've got a timeout. That's the 2nd one used by the defense in this half. It's 2nd and goal. They're running again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Now we get a pause, Brock, as the defense uses its final timeout, so the clock only going to stop again at our 2-minute warning. 3rd time's the charm. He gets it again. And he runs this one in for the touchdown. These guys make it a 3-score game in the 4th. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to 4th and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
Now, how about the other side? Beating a defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop him on 3rd and goal.
That one splits the uprights. And these guys grow the lead now to 22 points. And after they reach the end zone, they'll kick it off and turn things over to the defense. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And this drive will start inside the 25. The offense headed back to the field. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun here. Finds a man right side. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. And that takes us to the 2-minute warning in Houston. These guys hoping to make it look a little better before time runs out. Here he is on 2nd and inches. Complete out to the right side. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. They go play action here. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Still sticking with the passing game. Finds a seam down the middle. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. Keeping that pace going as the clock continues to run. Able to get it to Moore. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. One final shot here. And he can escape no longer. They roam over and bring him down. So something to be proud of, Brock, as they come away with the win. And they're able to run this winning streak to 3 as they have really caught fire recently. So for Brock Huard, our incredible crew, everybody here at EA Sports, I'm Kate Scott signing off. We'll see you next time. It was a great effort from our winners, as we'll see you next time from Houston.